Super excited about the performance of our team. Showed incredible heart, a no-quit attitude, and they made the plays when they had to. You know, certainly we've been in this situation a few times before this year, and we came up short. And we've been working all year on situational lacrosse, being down, being ahead. How do we make a play? And hopefully we've turned the corner, and these guys figured out how to get it done today. They played incredibly, top to bottom. Virginia is an amazing team. You know, definitely a top 4 team in the country, and for us to be able to mount a comeback in the fourth quarter, which we haven't been able to do lately, is exciting for us, and we're looking forward to moving on to the ACC tournament.
Quickly for questions. Gary, and any of the players can jump in too. What was it like just playing in front of this massive crowd today, people in the upper deck, and just kind of overall, just what was it like for that?
You know, we tried to focus on, you know, we knew we weren't going to be home for a month, and we really wanted to get a great crowd in here. It was a great day for Syracuse lacrosse, honoring number 19 at halftime. The fans came out. I think we did what we had to do to create some enthusiasm in Syracuse, and there's people that traveled from all over the country, all over Canada to get here for this game, and you know, it reminds me of Syracuse lacrosse in the old days, so it's fun.
On that note, Gary, this felt like a typical Syracuse-Virginia game. You kind of found yourself, you said, in the fourth quarter. What led to that?
Sorry?
I'm just saying, what led to that, to you finding yourself in the fourth quarter?
You know, guys made plays, and that, you know, we talk about it all the time, and you know, getting stops and scoring goals, and we scored 4 straight to win it, and we had to get stops on saves on one end, we had to get face-offs, we had to pick up ground balls and clears, and we did everything we needed to this time, when we needed to this time, and that's what we've been working on all year, because in those same situations in some of our past games, we didn't make the plays. So, you know, hopefully all that practice and focus on that paid off. And I think hopefully we turn the corner and we'll be able to finish games consistently moving forward.
You had an unconventional tying goal from Billy there in the scrum in front of the net. Just tell me about how
I think Billy's unconventional. You know, definitely leads the country in goal scoring for a close defenseman, and he's got multiple highlight goals. That's the way he does it. You know, it doesn't matter what's going on. He's got a knack for putting the ball in the net, and you know, today was just another spectacular one. The one last week was spectacular as well. So we're just happy he's on our team.
Going right off that, Billy, what's going through your mind on that play?
I mean, honestly, I don't know. But I kind of just have a feeling of where the goal is, I guess, behind me, like know where the goal is on the field. And then you just got to put your stick in a situation or a place to put the ball in the net. If it's whatever it may be, kind of just getting the ball in the goal and then trying to make the goalie make the save instead of me missing it and turnover, or just trying to put the ball in the goal.
Coach, you talked to us a few days ago about playing the full 60 minutes and that you guys are capable of that but haven't done it a few times this year. What changed today, and how are you guys able to do that?
Well, we played the entire game. We didn't play a great 60 minutes the entire time. You know, we're going to watch that film and look at our transition defense, because I thought our 6-on-6 defense played pretty well. It was more of the transition, and we scored a ton of transition goals. And I guess, you know, like I said, it's the Syracuse Virginia game of the old days where it was up and down, and you know, you make a save, his break's going the other way, and they get an opportunity, save, break down the other way, and that's kind of the way the game went. And we're just happy that we had, you know, enough in the tank to make that run at the end. And I thought the coaching staff did an incredible job in the timeouts and making sure that we were prepared. And we made some quick adjustments, moving Michael Leo to attack right at the very end there. And I think it got us some opportunities where they weren't sure what to do. And, you know, Sammy and those guys made some plays with the short stick. So it was awesome. And Finn and Jake, and they all played great.
Sam,
that moment like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. This place is like iconic, and it's the most special venue in college lacrosse. And hearing everybody get loud before that possession is pretty cool. And being able to put the ball in the net is an unbelievable feeling. And yeah, it was special, and I won't forget it for sure.
For any of the players, you guys have probably only heard about Syracuse, Virginia lacrosse games the last few years. Has not been typical. How does it feel now to be a part of one of those close games you've probably heard so much about?
I can go, yeah. I mean, without a doubt, it's the best venue, best fans, best alumni in college lacrosse. And being able to, experience it to its full capacity today is, like Sam said, it's something I'm never going to forget, and hopefully tell my children about when I'm older. So just an amazing day.
Coach, I asked you this earlier in the year, but it seems like kind of the storyline is, is Syracuse lacrosse back in that upper echelon of college lacrosse? And I'm wondering, after this game, is that something that you're thinking about, or that factors into going forward into these playoffs?
No, not at all, actually. We talked about in the locker room about, the feeling we had after that victory today was really about what we did all week, the work we put in on a day-to-day basis all year, and, that our focus is to want to feel like this every game and want to feel like this the next game. So make sure you show up ready for practice and put in the work so that you're well prepared and ready. And I think you're back when you're there and you're hoisting a trophy. But that's typically when you're back. We're playing pretty well right now, but we got playoff lacrosse to come.
Here you go, Terry, and Anish for the final question. Will, to kind of build on that point, as the player on the disc who's been a part of the most of this in terms of being here the longest, what does it feel validating? Does this result feel validating for the journey in terms of looking ahead?
Yeah, I mean, obviously being, fifth year, it's been a long journey. What I think about is just back to the beginning of this season, after, our second overtime loss against Army. It's, tough to motivate and, to get people back to work, after a loss like that. And, I'm just so proud of this team for, sticking with the plan and working, our coaching staff, continue to believe in us and prepare us for these games. And, Coach Gait said in the locker room, we're on an uptrend, and, we just want to keep working and, sticking to the plan and, hopefully just play as lacrosse as long as possible. So.
Coach, you had Pat March back on the sidelines, and you brought up how he's a big part of your clearing unit. And it looked like you guys were dominating against that ride throughout most of the first half. What was working, and what was it like having him back out?
I think they were just composed, and they, we made some adjustments during the week because we knew these guys, they pressure ride all over the place. They 10-man ride. They look like a 10-man ride when they don't. And we really focused on, getting the balls and getting the people positioned so that we knew where the open players were going to be and what the options were. And I thought for the most part we did a pretty good job. And, Coach March was leading that all week and again today. And I think with him on the sidelines, players look over, they see him, and they feel a lot more composed and they're ready to go.